Welcome everyone. This is a stream for the group Unnamed Adventurers Guild. This is a game of Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. The series is called Resource Gathering, and today we have two players. Let's introduce the characters, if you may.
I'm Alex Newton, and I'll be playing as Professor Krisk. He is a professor at the University of Magic. He's a bronze dragonborn wizard who specializes in divination. He's level 3, and his only weapon is a quarterstaff. And he wears long, beige, scholarly robes.
Okay, let's follow with Carrick.
I'm Gerald Dempsey. I'll be playing Karik Nalo, third level paladin, moon elf, carrying a long sword as a primary weapon. Also carries a dagger, wearing chainmail and a shield, giving him an armor class of 19. And I think that about covers it.
Okay, this session is placed 2 days after the return of the group from the mountains. After the cages have been were dispatched to the town, the next day an announcing come to the guild, and well, you were doing some stuff elsewhere, and you got a notice just today. Basically, they are hiring a guild members to hunt a cage and bring back to the town animals to wild animals to to get back the livestock they lost on the attack of the Ankex. And you two were not on the last one, but you heard that your team, your guild mates managed to catch some goats from the mountains. A pair were giant size goats, and they were able to sell them at good price. So this time is not, no one is come to the guild hall for you to give you the advice, the information. But the post on the board of the guild, on the case board, says that if you want to facilitate or go to the quest to quest for more and sell them, you should go and ask Pincus.
Well, I guess there's no reason to be lingering around. Now, who should I take with me? And I start looking around for someone who might be interested in this kind of mission.
In the hall, there is the moon elf cleric. A moon elf. I'm not sure if you have already met him. There,
I let them know that I'm interested, that I'm always available to help people in need, and this sounds like something that needs to be done.
Yes, then perhaps we should go invest ourselves into Pincus's company.
That sounds
apart from him, you only see Arachris and Layla. Layla is performing a jovial song with her lyre on the guild's hall next to Arachris that is still immersed on his readings and his studies. No one else seems to be around. It's quite early in the morning.
I approach Arachnis. Hi, I'm Kark. Haven't I seen you around here a few times before?
Yes. Yes, I have been here. Are you talking to Arachris?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I'm a member of the guild. I think I saw you with the water genasi last not far ago.
Yeah, that sounds right. What do you
Yeah.
know this current quest the guild has going on?
Well, there are many minor quests and rumors in the board. What are you? Which one are you asking about?
The one that they have marked urgent for today. Me and my friend here are interested in taking care of this situation.
Let me see. Oh, this one that says that the hunting, catch live wild animals.
Yeah.
Yes. Well. Do you have any specifications? This is a quite open request. I'm assuming this is, and Kim begins to read more carefully the post. Here says that you can bring back animals that can be who can give products to sell, maybe pelts or milk, perhaps eggs. I don't know, farm stuff. I keep reading.
The last time I went out on one of these deals, we ran into some issues.
Yeah.
I'm sure it couldn't have been that bad.
Well, if you, I don't understand what are you asking me to. I mean, here in here there is the other specifications. I here is around two gold pieces per small or tiny animals, and 10 for medium size, and large ones are 20 gold each. Here it says that you should ask Pincus for more information, and if you want to go to hire some wagons, you are going to need wagons. Lila, dear, perhaps he's interested in helping himself with our wagon, and he comes back and begins to chat with Lila, with the draw lady.
Well, I do have a wagon that we can use for such a situation. Engage in casual conversation on a mutual topic with a fellow guildmate. Do you know whereabouts I can find Pincus?
Pincus should be in the second floor of the guild in his office.
All right, thank you. It was nice meeting you officially.
It was pleasure to meet you too. And you notice that since you're a moon elf, it's a kind of it's a familiar behavior towards you. You notice he's high elf, and it's like he's treating you as a distant family member.
Right. So, Professor, how about we head up to the second story?
It'd only be about time. And I start heading up there with Karik.
Okay. Sideways, you know that Pincus has his office door closed, and you hear noise from the other side of the door. You are not quite sure what he's doing.
I knock on the door. Sir, can we indulge ourselves in some information about the mission downstairs? Something about animal catching?
Yeah. Wait a moment, says, and you hear him taking a sip of some liquid. A moment passes, and then you hear a big, loud noise. A big loud burp, and he opens. Welcome. You can come pass sit. Sorry, I was doing experimentation.
Yes. I go take a seat in front of him, I guess.
Okay. Go on. What do you need? What do you need?
We're here about these animals that you need us to catch, and I show him the paper.
Okay. He takes the paper and looks it for a minute. Oh yeah. This is the request for animals. Well, basically, I can provide you with cages, but sorry, I hate those failures. They give me mad. I can provide you cages. I am not sure if you need to if you need wagons, or you have already. The previous group managed to get three of the four cages filled with animals. I am not sure if you are interested in pursuing such big task with only two of you.
Well, I have a horse. We can carry the cages. Um, I have plenty of ale, plenty of rations for my horse. So it might take us a little bit of time, but we can definitely get this done for you. The only thing maybe if there was maybe a tracker that can maybe we could inquire about taking us right to the game, and we can take care of the rest.
Yeah, well, between hiccups and burps, he answers that you can hire or ask for the help of the ranger that was helping the other group. He can message her, and she will, depending on what she's doing, she can come here. And ask if there is no one else that is in the hall that can join you too, because it might be dangerous to go on a hunt.
Well, maybe we could ask that Layla lady to come join us. She might know a thing or two. She can tame Ericris, that's for sure, so should be useful against taming some goats or some cows.
It's not the goats and the cows I'm worried about. It's the other things in the wilderness.
Ah, yes. Hobgoblins and trolls.
And nasty crows.
What is it with everyone being afraid of random animals? One person is crows, the other is weasels. I just don't know what.
Ordinary crows. They were magically.
You were with them. The patch of crows you faced were normal, and you were able to sell them. But for some reason, the next time you team up, there was a crow. You will say magical crow. You are an elf, moon elf, that was watching you, and well, that's as much as you can ascertain.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, magical crows aside, unless it's throwing fireballs, I don't think we should be worried. We'll summon that ranger, and then we'll ask that Layla lady for help.
Okay, let me message it. What about the cages? How much are you? Do you need?
However many can fit in my wagon, around the barrel of ale and
those are 10 feet per 10 feet per 10 feet. You will guess you will have to leave back some of how much recipients of ale do you have in your wagon?
It's a full 40-gallon barrel.
If you want, from what he knows, and he knows a little, you might have to think how to put the wagon so that you can bring provisions to keep the animals alive, depending on how far are you going to search for them and what are you going to search for.
Well, I figured with the animal rations I have for my horse, that would go with that before we leave town, and we can share those with them.
He suggests you that you take at least 2 cages. Find another wagon to help you with the other one, and you will carry one cage on yours. And for the horses, food, it will only help for those animals that feed for that kind of food. Also, he suggests you to go since it's a hunt, and he reminds you uh, the last group have to go and search for the investigate about what to catch and where to find it. And oh wait,
Do we need
he's away. Sorry,
back a lot?
can't understand you. The sound was cut.
Do we need to bring everything back alive that we can, or does it matter?
Well, for the mission, you will have to bring live animals, farm-like animals, and alive. But if you do not want to go to that mission or to that hunt, you can go and hunt normal animals or something else and bring back a. He remembers you there is a price for the creatures that have been attacking the roads to Illumina. Those are goblinoid creatures that you have to take both ears from each one of them and bring them for a minor income. If you want to ditch the you do not want to go for the animal hunt and go just hunt a normal
I guess that depends on if we can get a hold of that ranger to help us track these things down before we run into too much other troubles.
Well,
so do you want me to call her?
If you think about it, we should take her with us and then do both.
Yeah, that works. That's a great idea. Yeah, let's do both.
And I mean, we wouldn't even really have to look for goblins because as soon as they see the wagons, they'll come to us.
Yeah. That's a good point. Sounds dangerous. Right up my alley.
So basically, if he asks you to after you're confirmed that you are going to ask for the ranger, he asks you to leave and wait her. Politely asks you to leave the office, the room, go back to the hall and wait for the ranger. And it will take a little bit a while depending on what she's doing, and he will resume his research.
All right.
That's where we'll be.
I think we should take this time to talk to Layla and let her know that we could use that second wagon.
Yeah, second wagon would definitely be good. That and maybe we should make sure we have some rope in case we have to and have them tie them to the wagon and they can follow behind. I mean, cow being led, they'll follow right along, or sheep, or anything farm-like we're after.
Well, I'll go buy you some rope, and then you can hold it.
Right now, I have of animal feed. Do you think I should get more than that, or do you think that will be enough?
I think that will be enough. I'm gonna buy both of us, 50 feet of hempen rope.
Okay, so mark it. And another hempen rope. Okay, so you arrive to the hall, and there's Lila still talking to Aracris. Here and there, you hear a bit of how I can say it. It's kind of between accept or deny the help. So if you do not approach, you are not sure.
Oh, I'm gonna approach.
Okay.
I'm right beside him.
I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm just gonna kind of walk up behind Ericris and kind of peek my head over his shoulder and see what they're saying.
Well, it's something on the lines of well, if we share them for hiding the wagon. They might get a little less profit, but and Leila says, but we need to feed the horses, and we must sure that this investment is not. This is an investment that is not the buying of the car is not in vain, and something like where if you want to go and says we need to secure that they are going to take care of the horses and the wagon and stuff like that.
What, are you afraid I'm going to eat them?
What? And Arrakis turns down. Oh no, well, I don't know if you eat horses, but we will ask you not to if you do.
I don't like eating horses. They're a little gamey anyways.
Yeah. Okay, we were worried more about you need to feed the horses and take care of them. They are quite they're still on treatment. They're not that used to to do chores. But they are more like the one who sold us the horses say that they were aching for a long trip.
Oh, well, this is perfect. Why doesn't Layla come with us?
And I'm perfect. I think we can handle it.
Okay. And does anyone of you know how to ride a cart?
Oh, I know how to ride a cart.
Do you? If you don't,
of course, you just sit on the.
Make an
I'm not
deception check.
making a deception. I'm just saying. I'm going to say this right now. I'm saying you just get in the back and then ride it, right?
Okay, so she's no. What I know of is that you need to. Well, basically, it's that, but you have to be proficient on calming the animals, know how to address them for them to move, and manage situations when, for example, the road is it's not when you are taking the wagon on something on spaces different than a prepared road. You have to know how to drive the car so it does not get stuck or get damaged and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff you need to learn and to know to drive a cart.
Well,
if you are going for a road, I'm guessing there is not much needed, but there is not much training needed. But For other stuff, especially for hunting, you must be proficient. Is an artist is congratulating and giving you more and more examples.
What if I let him take cart or my wagon, since I've been working with my horse, and it's pretty calm and pretty much will be easy for him to handle. I take your cart and work on your animals or your horses a little bit on the trip, and then you gain a little something out of it for allowing us to use your cart and horses.
Uh, um, Sorry, I understand half what you say. The first part was what I understand. Basically, you are offering him to care about the animals, so
Right.
he does not have to spend his money.
Right. I'm proficient with animal handling, so I can work with his horses during the adventure to help tame them down, pay somebody to do it.
Okay. Well, Arrakis seems more interested now. Lila, you see that she still has her doubts.
And of course,
Um,
I take full responsibility for anything that may unexpectedly, but hopefully not happen.
okay, so okay. I need you to roll persuasion and say against whom are you going to roll for it for.
Well, if the horses are a little wild, I can help tame them down, getting them from point A to point B and back, of course. And if we do run into any adventures of trouble or sorts that become hostile, I can also work with the horses on not hysterically and damaging the wagon or anything of that nature. And if something does happen, wagon wheel breaks, blah blah blah, anything of that nature, I will definitely have it fixed. Plan on taking a spare wheel with me.
Yeah. I need yes. I understood that. I need you to roll persuasion.
Rolled a 19, and I'm proficient with persuasion, so that would be a 23.
Wow, persuasion 23. Well, yes, you managed to convince them. Still, they want you to hire someone to drive the carts. Basically, what you can understand is you need to go to the stables and look for or to the mercenaries guild and look for someone who that can drive that knows how to drive a cart. You guess that the stables will be cheaper because will be just a simple driver. But if you need the extra hand, maybe you will need um, the help of soldiers that are proficient in driving land carts, land vehicles.
Well, I guess there's no way around it.
I'm proficient in land vehicles.
paladin, which is your what who which one was the source of that proficiency, the paladin class or the background?
I can double check that real quick.
Is your background soldier?
No, my background is folk hero.
I think they get it too.
Sorry, which one was your background?
Folk hero.
Folk hero.
I
Yeah.
think this Fort Hero has the drive, the
Yeah, he's got it.
yeah. Well, you have one. You know how to drive, but you can only drive one cart, not both of them. So you need another.
Right. Yeah, it was the folk hero that gave me the proficiency with the land vehicles.
Ah, well. Why don't we go get a mercenary then, and hopefully they know how to drive a vehicle.
Sounds good. And we can get this show on the road.
But we both can't go. One of us has to stay here for that ranger.
Ah, yes. Either way, it doesn't matter to me. Or do you want to go to the stables?
You go to the stables. I'll stay here and I'll flag down that ranger when she gets here.
All right. Sounds good. I tip my head to him and I head out toward the stables.
Okay. You are at the stables. There is the clerk. You see, it's an old. Well, it's not a clerk. It's more like one of the current one who is in charge of taking care of the horses, the parked or guard in there. It's an old man, an old human male, white hair, like wavy, short beard. He's like in his 50s, but he seems pretty uh, vital, like youngish for his.
All right. Hello there, sir.
Hello. Tell me what you want.
Rackness his horses and his wagon. However, we need somebody to drive it because I am also, and I will be driving it.
So you're saying you need a driver for a wagon?
Yes, sir.
Oh yes.
We're gonna go out. Whoever goes needs to know that we're gonna go out beyond the walls, and we're gonna be searching for animals to bring back for farming. They do not leave the wagon. They do not have to engage in combat if anything should happen. But whoever it is, I think they should know that there is a possibility could go down just because we're going to be outside the city.
Okay. Let me check. And he goes to one small counter on the corner of the stables. Opens a and takes a big folder with a lot of paper inside and begins to pass the sheets. Okay, so the current one should be this one, and maybe this one is near. Okay, let me see there. Yeah, you can. I think in the stables it should be near, if not on the other side. Go and ask for Bark. Bark. He knows. He's a driver. Is not an experience as much experience as you might get, but he can handle himself on the roads. And this one lady, maybe this one is a, a Lucy. Lucy, you can see if maybe she is more willing to help you. She should
All
be
right. What?
caring about the horses. If you want to, I can take you to one of them.
Let's try Lucy first. If she's more willing.
Okay, so you walk through the stables, and in one of the horse um, parts, sorry, like places where the horses are kept. There is a young half elf lady, blonde hair. She has a ponytail, and she's still caressing and brushing one of the horse is in that place.
What a beautiful creature. The horse don't look bad either.
She turns around and says,
Are you?
"Yes, hi."
I'm Karik. Me and a friend of mine from the guild are going out to get animals for farming purposes, and I need somebody. I was actually wrong to start with. I need somebody to drive my wagon because I'm going to be riding and working with his horses during this trip. But seeing as it's outside the city, there may be encounters that are not so pleasant, which of course you don't have to be involved in. Trying to be upfront about the dangers of the mission to begin with. Would you possibly be interested?
She turns her eyes towards the old man, and the old man answers, "Yes, yes, yes, you can go. I can help you with the rest of the turn. Just be sure to be safe and do not make a mess."
I
And
won't let him.
Lucy says, "Okay, thank you, boss. Uh, yeah, I was looking for a trip outside the city. Let's go. I will charge you 2 gold pieces for the day. If it takes more than one day, it will be additional 2 additional per day."
All right, I'm gonna give her 10 gold pieces up front. The expenses don't exceed that, then she keep the rest for being such a good sport.
Okay, and she goes to her place and prepares the stuff, and you change it. Ask for the directions of the guild. I mean, imagine you told her, and she will meet you in a while in there. What is Chris doing?
I'm waiting for the ranger.
About 2 hours passes, and the ranger has not arrived. You see your teammate come. You see the moon elf come to the guild's hut. Short after, a young half-elf lady, blonde hair, arrives with a backpack full of stuff. She's having a bit. She's not exhausted, but is walking a bit slower than the normal person.
I'm just standing there, having my one like claw scratching against one of my teeth, just kind of jutting out from my mouth as I'm like having it open, just cleaning it.
A few moments more passes, and Arachis begin to talk to you about how are you going to handle, asking how you're going to handle the stuff, and saying that if you need extra help, you're going to need extra help.
We already asked for extra help, and well.
Oh, is that young lady the one who is going to drive the wagon? Okay, let me talk to her. And she begins to talk to her. Heracles begins to talk to her, and he takes her to the back of the guild. And a moment later, she arrives with a cart, with a wagon pulled by 2 horses. After that, Leila, as you how much time do you intend to go away for the hunt?
It's a hunt. I don't presume there's much of a time to be estimated.
I don't like your tone.
Oh, well, I could change it if you like. How do you like this?
I'm guessing you're a wizard. You can't be that of a fool. I'm asking you to be polite and talk to me politely.
Who is this, Layla?
The drow lady.
I thought it was. I thought I made a joke, but I guess you're not in a laughing mood. So I kind of just examine her at her features, and I say, kind of just awkwardly say, "So, do all drows have white hair?"
Most of us, yes, have heard stories about other color, but mostly white and silver. And that at that moment, you see the ranger, a wood elf arriving through passing through the frontal door of the guild. She is carrying a student leader. Let me check her sheet.
I'm just kind of looking at the drow, look at the moon elf, look at the high elf, then look at the wood elf. I'm like, and suddenly the stars aligned.
Yeah, it's a female wood elf lady with an student leader, and she's carrying a longbow. Her eyes are green, and she's blonde as well. The lady, the half-elf lady, is checking the horses and going back and forth to prepare stuff on that wagon.
I wonder when that ranger's gonna get here. She's taking an awfully long time.
So you are the ones who are in need of help for hunting, right? Says the wood elf.
Oh, are you the ranger?
Well, yes, I am a ranger because your boss called me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I never met you before. My name is Professor Krisk, and I offer my hand.
Your hand, and Leila says, muster something like you still have to keep to take care of your manners, and leaves.
She doesn't know what she's talking about.
And what are you doing, Gerald? Carrick, what is Carrick doing?
I am not getting in the middle of that.
Yes.
Yes, we are in need of a ranger to help us track down some farming animals to bring back for the guild.
Yes, because told me about this. Like the it is. I'm guessing it will be like the last group. So, do you know anything about hunting?
No, of course I know things about hunting.
And do you have any animal in mind? The locations?
Well,
The strategy?
I think cows are pretty easy to herd, aren't they?
Yeah, we could probably herd some cattle and maybe get a few sheep or something, some goats, something of that nature. I think is pretty much what they're after. The sheep would be good for wool, and the goats are both good for milk. I mean, there's many other things they could get out of these, but I think that they're basically home and kind of go from there.
And delicious, delicious meat.
Okay, so basically, let's cut this thing short. She addressed you, asked you to go look for information where to hunt, where you're going to hunt, and basically you're going to go to the library. If I'm wrong.
Well, I'm gonna see if I can do any offhand knowledge.
Okay.
She's the ranger.
Say which animal or what kind of animal are you looking for, and roll. And that will be
17.
For survival?
No, nature.
Nature, yeah, okay. 17.
Yep.
Which animal?
Cows.
Cows. You can maybe you know that sometimes when cows are being carried around from town to town, Some of them, when their wagons are their vehicles got attacked by raids. Some of them escape and go back to their wildlife. Uh, it depends where mostly it will be this hunt will be depending mostly on rumors or when rights have been made and the shipments of cows or similar uh, livestock.
So all we have to do is find a place that's been recently raided for its cows.
Well, you can go further back and find if there is any wild pack of cows, because you know that some of them survive in the wild.
And I can always talk to the cows and let them know that they can be well taken care of and that they'll be safe in the city compared to out in the wild.
Well, basically, what you can buy a cows from the city market and bring them back to the town, but you will have to rely on your bartending charisma. Is bartending the word? Sorry.
I mean, we could go do that.
Your barter skills, for you to get a lower price buying them and a higher price selling them. You can go for the hunt and get them for free, but you will have to catch them. You said
Well,
you
he
were
said he could. He said he could talk to them. So we find them, we talk to them, we convince them to come with us. And if
the
that
issue.
doesn't work, we do the trading thing.
You know the issue. There is a issue with recent. Yes, you are the practicing in your feature of the sage is able you to know a bit of this. There is an issue, a dispute related issue if you try to bring cows from a recent raid, because most of those are marked, and if someone might come to ask them for you to return them. But in the older the right, the better the better are the possibilities for the patch not to be marked and be wild red. The wood elf lady is waiting you for an answer. If you don't mind, you will need to hire me. The last time, the ones who paid for me for my services were the townspeople.
How much do you cost?
Well, it depends. I'm a hunter more than a merchant or deal. So let's say that the more entertaining is the hunt, the more likely I can lower the prices.
Well,
to lead us to the animals. I am an animal handler.
You can go. You can go and make another the same. Try to look for the same patch, the same group of animals, the same type of animals than the ones that did before. You should already know where to find them. She points out that the last group made the hunt on the mountains at the south of the city.
Well, I already know where we could start searching.
You want to just go?
I don't see why not. We know where we're going. We know what we want to do.
I mean, I can. If we come across any kind of animal, I could always bird or something that can scout out, a radius and find the cow for us or something. I'm proficient in animal handling and paladin. I am able to speak with animals. So also proficient in persuasion. So and survival. So I think we can. I think we can handle it.
Well, I don't see why we're still standing around then. Oh, wait. We have to discuss your price.
Sure. What are you going to hunt for?
But we already said. We said cows.
10 is 10 gold per day.
Ooh.
I looked at the paper. How much did it say that it pays for cows?
Sorry?
I'm looking at the guild paper.
Yes.
About the
let me check the size of the cows. The cows will be large, right?
They're probably. Even though they're probably medium sized.
No, they're large. Horses are large. And cows are bigger than horses.
Be larger.
I think it's in the livestock. It's in the player's handbook. Equipment, trade goods, something around those.
Yeah, we're just. Because I spent 10 gold on the driver, spent on the road, plus the rations that it's going to cost us.
Yes, a cow is 10 gold pieces.
How many?
10 gold pieces. It would be 20, but I'm guessing it's because they're quite common. So maybe the 20 gold is for the rare ones.
So we probably need at least 4 of them to make it worth the trip.
Yes, we don't want to make anything for ourselves at least.
So to get 4, you need for to get 4, you need two trips or 2 additional wagons and cages.
That's assuming that we put them in cages.
A question, Chris. Is Chris second level? Can Chris cast second level spells?
Yes.
Roll Arcana.
Okay. 15.
You have heard of a spell that makes the things, the target, makes the target either objects or creatures go small in be smaller. They make them decrease their size.
Yes, I am well aware of that spell, but I feel like that won't really help us. As I
We
would
can
only be
get,
able to cast it twice.
I mean, between the rope and the cages, and especially if I can convince some of them to come free will, we won't even have to worry about it. They can just follow behind the carriage. If they, realize that they're coming to a better place and they're all for it.
Yeah, that's also a good option. You can convince them to work with you, and
It's
you
just a
will
matter
not
of,
need to pay them.
I trust
and
Sark. I trust Kark with his plan. I think it will work.
I think it's probably the best plan for as far as our options go in the current situation.
But then, where would you bring two wagons?
We do have the cages if need be. We have the 2 wagons. We have the rope. We've got it covered from several different angles. And
Also, the cages would be useful if we encounter anything that we could just take with us that might not want to come.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going for costs.
There's no knowing what we'll find to profit off of there either.
Okay. So I want you to.
I tell the woman that I will pay her the 10 gold a day. And I ask her when she would be ready to head out.
I'm ready.
All right.
Actually, you can make a persuasion roll for her to lower.
I am going to give her
right?
gold. I am going to give her 20 gold right now because I know it's going to be at least a day out and a day back. Just so that she has it up front. And when we get back home.
Okay, so to clarify things, you are going to go to the to hunt for wild cows. You are bringing with you the driver, half elf, the ranger, and only you two carts, 2 wagons with 2 cages, one on each, and you are going to. I forgot the word. You're going to basically the rest is going to be handled on the fly, on the spot.
Yep.
Okay. I need you, to both of you, to make investigation rolls to look for information about present or far or recent or previous rates involving costs.
Okay. 21.
Three. I'm just glad it wasn't a 3 when I was like trying to convince whatever earlier.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so you give information through various means, rumors in the street, in the market, and stables and around town, about at least 5 shipments, cow shipments that were raided in the previous 6 months, and one that was 1 or 2 that were made about like 5 years ago. Those two were you were more interested because just in case, as I told you, and the property stuff. And the direction they were, let me check the map of Airwood. Most of the achievements, one of the achievements of the old achievements and of the recent one, on the
All right.
that goes Southern Illumina continent.
All right. I'm going to, once I get all that information, I tell about the most recent missing shipment of raided cows. I tell them that's where we should head first.
Sorry, Rose. So I could not hear your last.
Oh. I said I'm going to tell Kark what I just gathered, and I'm going to recommend that we head to that area and start searching for them around there.
What did you? Can you repeat me what you heard? Because since my computer froze for a moment, I could give you before the system should.
All right, I'm gonna give myself a quick refresh. I'll be right back. See if that helps.
While he's doing that,
No,
you've been cutting out for a while now.
are you listening, Alex?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. My computer, mine, not the transmission. My computer froze for a moment, and I am afraid I could not give you all the information I was giving you. So can you please repeat what you heard I said about the?
It sounded like you said that there was a shipment that got raided. It sounded like 5 years ago. So I was thinking maybe it was more.
Can you see the map?
Yeah.
You found about 4 raids on the past 6 months, and 2 that were long ago, like 5 years or so. You made sure to investigate both types, both periods, to be sure to take precautions for to avoid the property issues. And 2 of the recent ones, 3 of the recent ones, and one of the ones who were made long ago, that goes through this gap in the mountains.
So where were the ones that got raided and had like 5 years ago? Where would that be?
One, it will be around here, and the recent ones were 2 two here and one close to Illumina. And the other two, the recent one and the other made long ago, were in this section. To the road that goes to Red Hill.
Okay, well that's a
I think we should head
grassland.
to the recent area.
And where's the town that we have to go to?
The town is in direction to Andotarium, half a day.
So I say that we head towards the most recent one, which is the one just south of the town, and we start our search there.
Okay.
And then we head back, and then we search what we can find, and then if we head back to the village that we're supposed to deliver them to.
Okay. Make survival rolls, please.
Oh boy.
Since you made investigation with advantage.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm sitting on a 16.
Okay. You find you manage to catch to the place. You spend one day. Oh wait, no, you are working in warehouse. You spend half day going to that place. It's late afternoon. The sun is setting, and when you begin to search for in the area, you find various tracks dispersed. Not you cannot ascertain the number because it was about 3 or 4 weeks ago. But you see some tracks. They are not from to hooded tracks, but the others are made from humanoid creatures.
Kark, I think I've found something.
What do you got?
I'm no expert on these things, but it appears that there's a lot of tracks, and some of them appear to be quite humanoid.
Then those are the ones we should probably follow.
Well, if we want to find trouble, that is.
Well, my guess is the humanoid track led to the disappearance of the animals coming into town. You can kill two birds with one stone.
It is awfully noble of you, but we do have 2 charges to take care of.
You have paid 5 days for the driver and 1 day for the ranger. And you can go further down, spend another 1 or 2 days, no, 1 day more to arrive to the point of the old raid towards the south. for me to clarify if that gives you a better perspective.
I think Kark and I have made up a mind, so we're gonna follow these humanoid footsteps.
Okay, make another survival, both of you.
That's a 6.
6, and you? 13?
13.
Okay. It takes you a while because the tracks are not fresh, but since it's a landscape that allows a bit of tracks apart from footsteps, you manage to arrive to one of the hills, close hills, to the east, and the tracks begins to grow in size, sorry, in number. And you go a step further, and it's almost night, and you begin to see small, at the distance between the hills, small campfires.
What do we see at the fires?
But you don't see the campfires, but you see the lights that are bouncing back through the top of the hills.
Okay, maybe we should leave the ladies with the wagons and have them on alert so that if anything happens, they can get out of Dodge. And maybe we should investigate. What do you think?
I think I probably should have taken that Find Familiar spell now that I think back on it. But without it, in the meantime, I guess we should go investigate.
Okay, I'm guessing you're going to go stealth, so roll for stealth.
We are going to ease up toward the campfires. It's enough to where that we can be heard, but we can maybe see what is close to the light.
I rolled a 5 on stealth. Or sorry, I rolled a 3. Whoops.
Okay, and what about you? What did you roll? If you have heavy armor, you have to roll a disadvantage. I think some medium armors also make you roll a disadvantage. Gerald?
15. 15.
15, and the Dragonborn roll a 3.
Yeah.
I will have to roll for that. I will have to be sure. So let me see. What does this beauty do?
So everyone's been walking around,
Yeah.
sneaking around, talking about animals all day, and I've been just trying to conjure up a new arcane formula, and I just thought it would be the perfect time to run it by you.
Yes.
I know
You
you're a
managed.
paladin, but
you estimate about half the distance to the campfires, and two arrows fly at you, at each one of you. Let me double check because I have to check in the hard way. Okay, but yes, all the four arrow misses you, and you hear some noise. Another answers.
This sounds like Goblin if I ever heard of it.
Sir.
So roll for initiative. Sorry.
Do we even see who's shooting at us?
Roll for initiative, please.
Okay, never mind then. 8.
15.
Okay. When you turn to bottle your size, there are two goblins, one of each of the what it would be the road you are trying to follow. On top of small parts of small protuberances on the hills, and they are preparing their bows to shoot more arrows at you.
There.
You see two. So the first one would be Karik. You estimate there are about 60 feet away from you.
They're about 50 feet.
60. 60.
Are they aware of our presence?
I
Yes,
believe
yes.
they've been firing arrows at us.
Oh, that must have been what I missed. Okay. All I can do is move half the distance from where I am. I don't have anything long range.
You can roll. You can roll
That
your whole distance with that a dash. The terrain is not that difficult for it to like slow your movement, or at
so
least not this one.
I can get all the way to them.
Yes, but you will not be able to attack this round.
Okay, I'll do that. Hold there. Sorry, I was just yelling at the goblin.
Yes. One of the goblins shoots an arrow toward the paladin. 14. I think it misses. It's 17. Okay. The next one is another goalie goes and shoots towards the blackboard. 17,
Oh yeah, that hits.
and it does. Well, okay. With 7 points of damage. Another arrow towards the paladin. It misses. And since their partners, the four goblins of their partners miss again, he's going to shoot over the paladin. And that's a 21.
Hits.
For 7 points of damage as well. So basically, what you saw, there were four goblins, the two were taking cover, and after that, they hide back. The ones who are taking cover are 30 feet, 60 feet away from the ones the paladin is close to. So it would be in a diagonal on a diagonal towards the others. So you will be separated from him if you want to chase the others. What are you going to do, Krisk?
So, is there any cover for me to take, or is this like a grasslands?
No, there are rocks here and there. They use some of the rocks and protuberances in the field to take cover. So
All right,
yeah, you can hide.
I'm gonna move as far as I can, like towards where Karek went, but I'm gonna hide behind a rock if I can find one.
Sure, the fine one. It's big enough for you to have half cover.
Okay, I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna run to it. I'm gonna stand over it for a little bit. I'm gonna cast Ray of Sickness on the goblin that hit me.
The range for that one is
60 feet.
okay. Sure, what does the spell does?
Yeah, I make a ranged spell attack. If it hits, it deals 2d8 poison damage, and they make a Constitution saving throw. If they fail the saving throw, they take another 2d8 on the start of my next turn.
Only one target?
Only one target.
Okay, go ahead, roll.
21.
Yeah, it hits.
All right, that's relatively unimpressive. 4 damage, and if it fails its saving throw, when my turn comes around, it takes another 2d8.
No, it fails. You need to tell me the DC.
So it made the save?
No, fail. 6.
Okay,
Roll a
so
6.
I gotta wait until my next turn before that damage comes in, and I just start hiding behind the rock now.
Okay. Next top of the round is the paladin, Karik.
All right. The one that attacked me.
Two of the ones who attacked you are in front of you.
One that got the damage that actually hit. I am going to attack him with my longsword.
The one
And
who damaged you is in 60 feet away from you. You run towards the first two you could see. The other two are 60 feet away from that point.
okay,
So you have
then
two in
the
front of
one that's right there where I'm at, said that the one that's right there where I'm at, I'm gonna attack him,
Okay.
and it's a 20.
Yes, it hits.
Points of damage.
How much?
5.
Okay. Um. Those two drop their weapons, their bows to the ground, and uh, wear their shields and their swords, and those are their actions. The other two does the spell Chris spell made another and gives another effect except for the damage.
No, it doesn't do anything except the damage.
Those two, the one who is going to attack is going to attack you. The other one is going to attack the paladin. So the one who attacks Chris fails with a 7, and the other one rolls a 16 towards the paladin. It misses, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And the next one is Chris.
All right. Ray of Sickness damage is coming through for another 8 damage.
That goblin drops to the floor. You don't see him.
All right. And as my main action, I'm going to shoot a Ray of Frost at the one that Karak hit.
Bonus action?
No, just main action.
Okay. So Ray of Frost towards the one who was damaged. Okay, roll.
I only got 9.
No, it misses. It goes white. So top of the round, Carrick.
I am going to attack him again with my longsword. And I got a 17.
Yes, it hits.
For 7 damage.
It drops to the floor. And it's bleeding. It's dead.
Gonna use my movement. You say he dropped?
It dies. You can use your movement, but you will provoke an attack on opportunity from the other one.
Right. I'm gonna use my movement to get rid of the distance between me and the other ones.
You have one right next to you.
Okay, so the second one's there. Okay. Okay, I'll just stay right.
So you say, okay. That one is going to try to hit you with his sword. For an 18, it misses. It bounces from your shield. And the other one is going to go to release an arrow toward Krisk for a 21.
Yeah, that's another hit.
4 damage. top of the round, Karik.
Okay, I don't
Okay,
give me my
sorry.
turn, I guess.
Sorry, stop. Please, what are you going to do?
Well, since I've been hit twice, I'm gonna kind of panic a bit and gonna use Ray of Sickness on the one that just hit me.
Okay, roll.
Oh, that's handy. Another 21.
It hits.
10 damage.
It drops dead. You don't see the body.
All right. I hide behind the rock again. Pull out an arrow. And that's my turn.
Okay, top of the round, Karik, you, the only one who is standing is the one in front of you that you know of.
Okay, the one that's right there at me.
Yes.
That's an 11.
It misses. It answers back with another blow from another swing of his sword. For 7, it goes white. Krisk, your turn.
All right. I'm going to walk over to it. Get about 10 feet from it. 10 feet from it. And I'm going to use poison spray on it. To the puff of toxic smoke out onto the goblin, and if it fails a Constitution saving throw, it takes 1d12 damage.
Okay. It fails.
Holy, it takes 12 damage.
Okay, so it dies. No more attacks that you know of. You don't know more if there is more around, but those 4 are dead. There is still noise in the distance, and the light of flickering flames is bouncing through the tops of the hills. You estimate that you are 200 feet far away from that spot.
What do you think we should do, Karik?
I am going to use lay hand, Professor, to heal him up. How many points did you need?
11 will bring me up to back to max.
All right, so that leaves me. I'm gonna use the other 4 that I have left on myself.
Okay.
I think maybe we should check this out.
I will be right behind you, as always.
Okay, make stealth rolls. Okay.
Before we go, I want to cast Magic Weapon on Karik's sword.
What does it does? What does it do?
It gives his weapon a +1 to attack and damage rolls.
For how much?
Up to an hour, as long as I'm concentrating.
Okay. So you're concentrating. Okay, roll stealth.
Ooh, 18.
And the paladin at disadvantage. Gerald,
Yeah.
stealth roll stealth at disadvantage if you have an armor that makes noise or difficult your movement.
For stealth, I have an 8.
Okay, this time is the paladin who's making noise. So was 18 plus
Yep.
8. So you don't seem to notice. Sorry, you seem that you don't see any other goblins up to where you see the fire place, the camping fire, and when you peek on to one of the holes in the rocks that are around scattered, you see a group of 6 goblins dancing around the campfire, and there is over the fire there is a placement of one of those camp cookings with a branch moving rotating, and there is meat in that branch in the middle over the fire. Some of them are dancing and laughing. Some of them are eating flesh, and some of them are hitting what would be kind of drums, and they are seem pretty distracted.
How many of them do we count?
6.
Well, Professor, what do you think about this one?
How close are they? How close are they together?
Together, they are an area of about 30, 40 feet radius.
So they're not that close to each other?
They are not, well, for 30 feet they are quite close, but they are not.
Together, how are they grouped up?
Yes, they're grouped up closer, from the campfire, take 30 feet radius around that area. They are scattered on that area.
Okay. Well, a surprise attack would definitely be in order here. Unless you think we should leave. 6 is quite a lot.
Well,
From the back and from your back, you hear a noise. What are you doing?
I have
You hear a female voice from the back of you two. You hear saying, "What are you doing?" And as you turn, you see the hooded ranger looking at you. We're supposed to be hunting. Are you saying we're going to hunt this? And points to the goblins.
we need a safe hunting ground.
Yes, we do.
I mean, we could slip back and try and hunt down the road, sneak up on us later. There's quite a few of them. Right now, we have the element of surprise.
Oh, shut up! And she you're a bunch of cowards as the others, and she uh, stands up, prepares her longbow, and shoots two arrows. Two of the goblins that were dancing drop dead. Yes, this is hunting. Roll for initiative.
I like this lady. Till just now.
Oh, good. 6.
11.
Okay. So after seeing their partners dead, drop dead, uh, two of the habits that were eating meat drop their meat and go for their weapons. The next one would be okay. You're really low. The other one who was drumming turns and begins to the volume change the song. You don't see anything else coming from him. Next one will be Carrick, that rolled an 11.
About how far are we from them right now?
3 feet.
10 feet?
3-0.
Oh, 30? I am gonna go with my cantrip.
Which one? Paladins do not get cantrips.
That was from the elf.
Okay, which one is?
I'm gonna let's see. I'm going to aim it at the one that was playing the drums.
Okay.
And I rolled a 13.
Let me double check. Yes, that actually hits. Which cantrip were you using?
ray of frost. So it's
Okay.
7 points of cold damage.
Okay. After you hit it, the one who is in the drums drops. Next one would be Carly for a 6. Okay. Other one, the last remaining goblin goes for um, his short bow and loses an arrow towards Krisk. No. You are hiding, right?
Yeah, I'm still hiding.
Towards the hard wood elf lady. But the arrow goes wide and does not hit the. You can see a small happy face on the face of the draw of the wood elf ranger, and she releases another two arrows. Let me see. Okay. But only one hits its target, and the drops one of the two that were going for their weapons. They were the ones who were eating their meat. Top of the round.
Stop skipping my turn, please.
Oh, sorry. There are so many that I got confused. What are you going to do?
Well, so there's only one alive?
There
Or is...
There are three still stand up that you know of.
All right, I'm just gonna shoot a ray of frost at one of them. 23.
Which one? There is. Oh wait, 2, 4. The one who dropped. The one on the drums drop. The one of the that were going for their melee weapons drop. So 2 standing, one with a short bow, and the other has a shield on the sword. Which one are you targeting?
I'm gonna hit the one with the sword and shield.
Okay. Can you repeat me, please, the roll?
There was a 23.
It hits.
5 damage.
Okay. It's slowed down.
Yeah.
And are you going to do something else?
Is there anything for me to move to hide behind?
Yeah, there are a lot of things. Rocks at your side. There is you were walking toward a small path. There's a normal path. If you cross it, there are other rocks at the other side.
I'm just gonna hide behind Karik.
Basically, you are crouching behind a big boulder that gives you a 3/4 cover or so, and you were sneaking, peeking through one of the holes that were that were made between that boulder and another on its side. That it was smaller. That is smaller.
Okay.
Top of the round is the goblin who is who you just who Chris just shoot with his cold ray, and he begins to move slowly towards you and shouts in a language you don't understand unless you speak goblin.
Nope.
He says, and it uses 15 movements and the dash to get close, to get right in front of where you are. The other one is going to release another arrow towards the wood elf, and it hits. This time it hits for. Okay. It hits her on the shoulder, and she says, "Ouch!" And it breaks the arrow, takes another arrow, and shoots towards the other goblin, towards that goblin, but misses. Your turn, Krisk.
Karik. Or did he already go?
Yes, it's your turn. Wait. Oh, I forgot. Yes, Karik, what are you going to do? Okay, since Karik.
So one of them just moved right up in front of us, right?
Yes. The one who is slowed down by Krisk Ray.
Okay, I'm gonna attack him with my and that's a 24.
It hits.
I just barely grazed him for 2 damage.
Add 1 because of my magic weapon.
Be 3.
So 3 plus, which damage did you roll last time? Was 5? Krisk. So it drops in front of you.
He should have chose better last words.
And it's the turn of the phone, of the mobile phone. That was the phone, right? I don't want to think that's another stuff.
No. I don't think so.
Okay, so the next one after the mobile phone was what is Krisk.
So the only one that's left is the one with the short bow?
Yes, that you know.
Alright, I'm going to run up to him. 10 feet away, still.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm just going to be in melee. And I'm going to attack him with my quarterstaff.
Roll.
That's only 12.
12?
Yep.
No, it misses. Top of the round, the one is dead. I'm not sure if Gerald is ready for his action.
All right. There's just the one left.
The one with the bow, yes.
I am with my longsword.
So you go and an attack roll.
What is it?
Roll. You move towards the goblin. You are next to Krisk and roll for an attack.
7 with
It
the
misses.
modifier.
Yeah, it misses. That goblin uses his bow as an improvised weapon with a and swings at Krisk for that's a move. In does it hit?
I didn't hear the number.
13, 1, 3.
Yeah, 13 hits.
You take 2 points of damage from the bow. And the goblin disengage. You hear the whistle of another arrow. You both hear a whistle through the space between you two, and it hits on the head of the goblin and it drops dead. I think that for this I'm going to discount 5 coins, 5 gold coins from what you owe me. Good job.
Yes. Now let's see what they have.
Let's take anything that we can strip off of them, and we'll go back to the other site and gather all that stuff also and toss it all in the wagons. Nothing else, we can make a few extra gold pieces off of selling some used equipment.
And I don't want to be that guy, but there is a bounty for them. And I pull out my small knife and start cutting off their ears.
Okay. So, are you going to? Well, from them you get each one has, including the ones away. The first 4 you encounter. Each one has a leather armor, a shield, a short bow, a quiver, a scimitar, and 5 arrows each. And if you want to investigate for more, you have to roll.
All right. $18.
Okay. Inside their camp, you find the drums, a pouch with 50 silver pieces and 10 gold pieces, and tracks and hoof tracks that go far away, further away towards the east.
I asked the ranger, if
Yes.
these are the tracks that we've been looking for.
Okay. What do you want me to do?
Can you tell us if this tracks are the cows we've been looking for?
She waves her hand in front of you and says, "These are not the cows you are looking for." And she laughs.
See that in the
Think,
theater?
no, she just looks at the ground, ponders, and moves towards that direction. Like 1 minute after, you hear a scream saying, "I found them!" from the distance.
Okay. So, I say to Kark, maybe you should go back and get your lady friend and bring her back here. I'll hold down the fort, and we can get the cows in the morning.
All right, that sounds good. I think everybody could use a little rest for the night.
Okay.
So I head to Lucy.
Is that her name?
Yes. Did you find something?
We're gonna take a rest up here and call it a night. Wanna come back to camp with us? It'll be safer.
Okay.
It's been a
Lead the
very
way.
eventful night.
Lead the way.
So I lead her back to our camp.
A little bit
Our
of
camp where he
trouble.
took over.
You have a little bit of trouble bringing the carts to the settlement, to the camp fire, but after 10 minutes or so, you manage to get the carts in that place. And I'm guessing you begin to pack all the stuff.
Yeah.
There is no tents. You're guessing the goblins were sleeping to the open sky. And the ranger comes back and helps you out and asks you what are you going to do.
I say I think it would be wise for us to rest here for the night, recover ourselves, heal our injuries.
And you're going to check the cows. You should. Some of them are in bad condition.
Ew. Well, I guess we have no choice now. Let's go investigate some dying cows.
Well, they are not dying, but they are underfed. The goblins are not known for care about their victims. So please roll an animal handle. Animal handle check.
Oh, God. Here comes the disadvantage, please. Oh, wait. No, fuck the...
No.
I'm efficient with the animal handling.
Yes, I was talking to Karlik.
No, I got a good roll. Oh, well.
I got an 11.
Well, you take your time and trying to find a spot where they could fit a little bit, and you move them from where they were standing. You have trouble because it's night and you don't want to move, so the ranger helps you out. You find, let me roll for that. Let's say you have found 4 cows alive. You don't know if there were more. You guess so. Thinking about the what the goblins were eating, and you spend the night.
Do these cows have brands on them or tags?
Roll investigation.
Oh my god. 13.
Um, two of them have brands.
Well, is
Hey,
it
you rolled
possible? Shame. Well, we can take them back and they can be. We might be able to send them back to their owners.
They might belong to the people that went through the guild to get us out here.
Yes.
I am going to give the 4 cows each a ration. So the horses. And I'm also going to give them all some ale.
No, 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 no. That was for the animal handling check. That include the survival check to find the spot and stuff like that. To short things down. So you find a somewhat well enough patch of grass, rich grass they could feed from.
Okay.
So you don't have to spend
Okay. Okay. Too much mountain for that, but that works for me.
you spend the night. The morning comes. The wood elf lady is looking at you, and the half elf lady is waking up.
Prepare my spells. Yep, that's all. I wake up, I prepare my spells, and I get in the wagon.
You get 10 sets of goblin ears. Don't remember to. It were 10
Yep.
goblins. 10
Yes,
goblins.
there was 10 goblins.
It's 10 sets of ears. 10. I forgot. 10 leather armors, 10 shields, 10 swords, 10 bows, 10 quivers, and 50 arrows. What are you going to do?
Well, after looting these bodies, any arrows for? Never mind.
Yes, 50 arrows, 5 each of the goblins.
Well, I'm again prepare my spells, make sure everyone's ready to leave.
Okay.
I suggest to Kark that this might be the good time for us to persuade them. The cows, I mean.
Yeah, it does seem like a good opportunity, doesn't it?
So how are you going to persuade them?
I am going to try and speak with them and explain to them that we're able to take them to a home where they will be properly cared for. They won't have to struggle for food, water. They will be on a farm. I'll
Okay.
leave out anything that has to do with anything relating to anything they might not like.
So you cast the spell speak with them and roll persuasion.
He doesn't need to roll. I'm going to use my portent now. And he's going to roll a 19, damn it.
Yes.
I saw this in a vision.
Yeah.
It was the
Maybe
weirdest vision I've ever had.
maybe that's why Chris is half crazy.
Yeah,
17
probably.
and 4 would be 21.
Yeah, half crazy because why would he be speaking with codes? It's kind of weird. Weird.
This is the weirdest dream ever.
Okay, yes, you managed to convince them. They say that they know how the farms are, and they know that the ultimate end will be death. But they will find that as well on the wild. So maybe they can take a little bit of advantage and enjoy a good life in a farm.
These cows were awfully deep. Our ultimate end is death anyways, so we might as well live in luxury.
Yeah.
Fuck cows.
I have small brains.
No, actually, what is your intelligence?
Mine?
Yes.
Well, Karik's not very smart. He has a 9 intelligence.
So you nothing weird of what they're saying. Okay, you move along. What are you going to do?
So how many do we have total now?
4, but 2 are branded.
I'm gonna talk with them a little bit more and see if I can find out where any other cows were possibly at within the facility of where we are now.
Well, they only know that they were. It was the branded ones say that they were from a recent patch, but the goblins eat them almost all of them. The other 2 say that they were grazing not far from there, from where you are, and they were captured by the goblins. They
So
do not
basically,
they do not have certain direction. None of the ones who were captured, so they are not sure. They know they were not on the hills. That's what that they can tell you, but no, they cannot tell you anymore. They cannot point you a direction.
Professor, head back with 4 cows, or
Well, I say it's a good win. 4 cows, 10 goblins slain. I say it's been a good 2 days.
One day.
yeah, can't say that it hasn't been.
I say we head to the town and get these cows sorted out.
Sounds good.
Okay. Since it's not far away, you take one day. You arrive on the afternoon to the city or the town. Where are you going?
Town to deliver a shipment.
Okay. You take one day. You talk with them. The majority is busy, so you have to talk to one of the townspeople. They direct you to the merchants, and they're basically arranging the stuff right now, the two store clerks, because the farmers are busy building stuff again. They talk to you about their projects. They ask you for advice here and there. Since none of you are come from the countryside, you have no idea how to help them. Unless you want to roll nature.
Ooh, I love nature. 16.
Okay, you manage to give them a bit of advice here and there. You see two giants when they're showing you the town. They show you two giant goats. They're surprisingly calm, eating grass. You recognize that this is not their environment or the nature environment from what you have heard. But
Well,
they
as long
seem
as they're
calm.
happy.
Yes. And when they inspect the cows, they are disposed to pay you only 20 gold pieces because the other two cannot take responsibility for those two cows.
Yes. Who are they? Who do own them?
They make an inspection. Let me roll for that. Yeah. One of the merchants identifies that brand is from a group of from a what is it? It's a landlord that has a a terrain not far from the town, further northwest, and that marks from that patch of coast.
Well, maybe we can leave these creatures in your care and you can take them up and perhaps ask a reward of them.
Okay, they agreed for that. They agreed to do that for you.
Unless we want to talk to them about price, I don't really. 20 gold seems fine.
Yeah, seems fair.
And what are you going to do? The the ranger say, I'm guessing this is about midday. I guessing this is the moment where I part of you, or unless you want to pay me more.
You'd be correct, but it would be safer for us to all travel back to Illumina together.
Much safer.
Make a persuasion roll.
Okay. I'm gonna give myself disadvantage. 9. But you know what? For the hell of it, I'm gonna give her an 8.
So you basically let me describe what you're doing, or what I think you're doing. You're intentionally using long words, trying to show off your scholarship, and she disagrees with that. This manner of speaking, she understands you, but she's saying like upset that you're trying to show off, and says, I think I'm gonna go away. Thank you for the the trip. I enjoy the hunting. And she she moves away from you and leaves the town.
Garg, what am I saying wrong? Is it because I'm too far intellectually superior to her, or is it because I sometimes use the wrong compliments?
I think she is a very dry sense of humor type person.
Well, anyways.
So when she popped out and shot a couple arrows down the way there, that was kind of caught me off guard. I like that about her.
I just wish we had more preparation time, but let's board these wagons. Then let's head back to Illumina. Maybe you could try to, with that half-elf over there. Referring to the one that's taking care of the horses.
Was it my drooling over her that obvious?
What? You were drooling over her? And I inspect his face.
No.
I'm not quite properly.
You're asking me if you are interested on the. I will say think about it is your character, but think about you being a moon elf, and she being a half elf, you being a paladin, she being a kind of peasant. I don't know. I don't know how you build your character, or what your character thinks, or what do you think your character thinks. From that,
all life is precious.
Okay.
Then I don't know. Maybe you should go explore that terrain, as some would say. Or do they say that? I don't know. I don't get it very much.
I don't know. I don't know how much you know about us elf folks, but we don't really make friends easily. We let people into our circle. But when we do, we are even slower to give up on them.
Well, I'm not saying you have to marry the woman or anything. I don't know, maybe you should just test the waters. Maybe she shows you part of the town. Maybe you show her part of wherever you go. And
she does ride that wagon pretty good, doesn't she?
I wasn't really paying attention. I was still too fascinated on how you communicate with cows. You literally speak cow.
It's something that I just started doing with my horse recently. I don't know. I'm learning so much about myself these days.
Well, I'll get in the other wagon, and you can maybe during one of your rests, I'll go read my book in the other wagon. I'm waiting for that awkward moment where she's just listening to us talk about this.
Right. All right. So Karik gets back in the wagon with Lucy, and he just makes casual conversation.
Okay.
You know,
I'm in
gauge
the other
her
wagon.
What are
other
you,
than
I want you to clarify what are your intentions.
my intentions at this particular moment are Karik's intentions,
Yes, yes.
seeing as, like you pointed out a moment ago, and him being an elf or high elf and her only being a half elf. His basic intentions right now is she's a female, he's a male. They're from the same place since he's, joined the guild, and he's just wanting to get to know her and start a friendship of some sorts.
Okay,
Maybe he needs to ask her for help again in the future. Maybe, no one ever really knows what the future holds, but his intentions right now are basically just to get to know her.
roll persuasion and insight. If you have proficiency on insight, you for as well.
Can
I
No.
have
I will
Can I
allow
see
you.
them? Can I
No,
see them?
I will not allow you to use your divine stuff in these checks.
You can't stop me.
I'm in perception.
Persuasion.
Persuasion, I am proficient in that.
Yes, roll.
So I roll a 19.
Okay. Are you proficient on insight?
No. Would you like me to roll that also?
Roll. Okay. You can roll.
That's only a 7.
Well, she being a half elf is hard to read. You manage to chat with her, and it seems like she is accepting you to chat with her. But you don't know. She tells you about her job and her common normal life, but that's about it. You think she's friendly air towards you. And you two are still on the town.
I thought we were doing that on the road, but okay.
Okay. You can't.
Oh, yeah. I thought we were...
You can't because each one of them must be on one of the cards. Each and one of each card. So they cannot be chatting in the road.
Okay, so I hop back in the other cart and we begin our journey back.
Okay, you arrive at Illumina. You enter, arrive at the guild. She gives you back 8 gold coins because she was hired only for 1 day. And she thanks
I
you
tell her for doing a fine job and on such short notice.
Okay, she thanks you for the opportunity and goes back to the stables. In the guild, there is you see Arrakis and Layla waiting for you. They say, "Oh, that was a short trip. Did you find something useful?" And Leila begins to speak the cart, the wagon, and the horses.
I would say that we took them through some rough terrain and they handled themselves quite well.
Yes, I did work with them as much as I could throughout the trip.
Okay, thank you. Um, they are not going to charge you for the trip because it was only 1 day, and the cart seems good enough, in good enough condition, as well as the horses.
I thank you again for lending them to us.
Sure, no
And
problem.
I'm going to back off because I just do not have the energy to talk to those two. But as I'm going to be off by myself, like, you need proper manners. And then I'm going to burp a little bit of lightning.
I glance over at the professor.
Sorry?
I glance over at the professor there, but you know, as he's easing off, and I understand, so I turn my attention back to Arachnus.
Okay. Basically, the one sheet that did it was Leila. You know that Arachis is not like that. It's a different kind of pushy. If you want, you can ask him for the spell you talk about. And I think the only thing last is you selling the stuff.
Yeah.
And give
So
back the.
yeah, let's sell this stuff.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay. So you go to a store, try to sell the goods. This time is a young human lady.
Please charge.
Roll for persuasion.
The merchant's going to roll a 6. Roll good, Garrick. Roll good. I believe.
Let's see. 13.
No, do not manage to convince. Perhaps it's because you have trouble trying to conciliate a bargain from a merchant that lives from this buying and selling of that kind of stuff, and you gain a paladin or some sort, and because Krisk is being quite of an audience and is not on the spot helping. So she basically sells you, budgets the stuff at half the book price.
Okay. Get out my paper and pen.
And do you want to do something else besides that?
I say we celebrate our success. 10 goblins is not an easy feat.
Celebration sounds like a good idea.
Maybe you could invite that half-elf lady.
Oh, Lucy.
Is that her name?
Yeah, I got like a whiteboard that I write down everything on as we go through the adventure, just so I don't forget crap.
Smart. How much is it for
It's
the goblin ears, by the way?
I will have to check.
It's like
Um,
2 each, I think. 12.5.
it's in the guild, or should I open Roll20?
It might be in Roll20. It should be a file that anyone can access in there. Oh yeah, that's nice. Scimitar or quivers. How much is a quiver?
1 gold piece.
Okay, so 5 gold pieces. And 20 arrows is
50 total arrows. Are they splitting? 20 arrows buying and selling? Okay. Sorry.
yeah, so 1 gold for his 40. So, and I asked Karik if he wants 10 arrows.
Personally, I don't have any need for them. I don't own a bow right now.
You can get
You
one of the short bows.
Well, you can use the arrows for other things. Like, you could use them as spikes. You could use them as toothpicks. You can use them as shivs. I hear they make good shivs.
Pikes to put goblins' heads on.
Goblins ears are 2 gold per trophy. So will be 20 gold.
Okay, well, I guess we'll just add we'll add 5 silver, which we already had 50 silver.
50 silver and 10 gold pieces from the goblins.
Yeah. So another 10 gold. And the last thing is skimmies. Why am I doing all this bookwork? That's 125 gold. Because I'm a professor. And the professor loves to do paperwork.
To go deeper into your character.
Yes, Professor.
Yes. So we got 11, 13, 15, 17, 18. So 386 gold. As well as 55 silver. But I'll only take 100 gold, and you can have 286.
Split it down the middle.
No, I can't do that. There's all your resources on the line, your wagon, your horse. I just cast some spells and picked up some leather.
And saved my life a few times.
Did I? I think back on it, I'm like, well, I did kill most of those initial goblins. So
again, saved my life a few times.
Well, I guess we could do that. Now how do you divide again? Hmm? Oh.
And since you saved my life a few times, if you want to go over to the tavern, I will buy you a drink.
Okay, just let me count these coins. Ugh. Good thing I have a magic device for that. Lazy professors who just love using iron stones to count gold. Out of character, I'm using a calculator because I'm lazy.
The name is abacus. I think that's the word for English. Let me check.
Don't roll a 1 for deception.
Abacus.
I didn't
Abacus.
roll any ones tonight.
Okay.
So you
So-
can take the 28 SP, and we're getting drunk tonight.
Okay. So you are going to, I'm guessing, the tavern in the front or diagonal to the guild?
Do we want to drink at the guild, or do we want to drink at the Silver Chalice?
Let's go to the Silver Chalice.
Yeah.
Seems to be interesting folk there from time to time.
Yes.
Or
I
we
do
can
hear
drink at the
good
guild,
things.
whatever you're most comfortable with.
Well,
Okay.
perhaps we'll catch Bellinor there. I hear he plays good songs.
Okay.
I've heard he's been away though, so I don't think it'll be likely.
Your choice is your character.
Yeah, he's not there.
What you find is, apart from the normal environment, a woman, a beautiful human female on a very provocative dress comes at you two. Chats with you a little. If you allow her, she sits in your table. I want for Carrie to roll an insight check.
An insight check?
Yes.
This better not be who I think it is.
Yes, she is.
Don't
Calm down.
say no.
I rolled a 3.
You have no idea. She chats you for a while. You seem comfortable enough chatting with her. She begins to make a move towards the moon elf. But every now and then she's like stroking with her feet to the dragonborn.
I kind of I'm so awkward right now that I'm just kind of like staring at her like an awkward chicken, like getting ready to run, but I'm curious.
No. Even for a human female, you see that she is quite attractive.
No scales, but beautiful nonetheless.
Even Hariso?
Sorry?
Even Kark would think she was that
Yes,
attractive.
yes. She's attractive.
Does she work at a brothel or something?
Sorry?
Does she work at a brothel or something?
You don't know. You have no idea.
If he doesn't,
And
if he
I
doesn't
need you
answer
to
that,
roll Constitution saving throws.
Constitution. Oh Lord, I'm in trouble.
oh no,
I got a -1 on that, so that would be 5 for me.
I got 7.
Okay. She chats you for a bit more, and nothing weird happen. Things you notice from her. She says, "Okay, I think it's time for me to leave. Thank you for your time. It was so lovely to be with you, my child. Goodbye." And she stands up and smiles and says goodbye again, and she leaves and moves
said,
to
"Wait.
another door. Sorry?
Wait,
Yes?
do you work at a brothel?"
No, darling. And she's, for the first time in the conversation, you see that she's having like second thoughts on chatting. And answered, no, I'm not those kind of girls. Yeah, but thank you for your time. And she leaves.
I just sit there for like, let it sink in for like a good minute, and I'm just like, I turn to Kark. I'm like, I could have sworn that that's what women like her come from.
Well, Karik's unaware that she was playing footsies with him, but he would know that she was leaning toward him in footsies with the professor. So
Okay.
I'm a little less aware of that.
Yeah.
I agree with she was a little different.
Okay, moments pass and you begin to feel a bit of exhaustion. It's like you don't know if it's exactly the road that you have to sleep at the open, or that it was a hard trip. But you feel pretty tired. Pretty tired.
I think it's I don't know what's going on, but I think I need to turn in early tonight.
That must be whatever they put in their drinks, you know. Sometimes you get the good stuff, and sometimes you get the stuff that makes you sleepy.
Yeah. And what are you going to do?
Well, I don't really want to sleep at the UAG tonight, so I'm gonna go sleep in the Civil Chalice.
Okay. And I'm guessing, well, what is Carrie going to do?
He's gonna go room at the guild.
Okay. I'm guessing nothing else happens. Are you going to ask for Arachis' help, or we leave it like that?
Why we need Ericris's help?
The spell you said it was
I said that as like a regret that I should have done it, but I didn't.
Okay, I thought you were thinking of doing that. Okay, sorry.
No.
Nothing else happens. If you're not stating something for your downtime, I guess we are going to end the session.
No, not really.
Okay. So for the ones who are watching, thank you for watching. To you too, thank you for assisting and playing with me and bearing with me. And let's hope we see each other later a later time.
Bye, everyone.
Good night,
Bye.
everyone.